Tá, ok. Mais um 0. Vem, BuzzFeed. Difícil. Difícil, né? Ok, você concorda. Concorda, né? O que eu vou fazer? Tá. Então, o que eu vou fazer? Um filme? Ah, um filme de terror? Boa ideia. Eu vou já assistir. Certo. Obrigada. Aqui tá a sala. Ok. BuzzFeed, ligue a TV.
But full-on ballistic rage, all directed at Ryder of all people, who looked just as upset. The four of them looked at each other with drop jaw expressions. None of them have ever yelled at Ryder before, not once. They sometimes felt upset on something, but they were always respectful. However, this time Sky wasn't holding back, and her insults and cursing at Ryder were at a maximum volume. Some of the words made the older ones like Chase and Rocky gulp, while the younger ones were too confused about what was going on. Finally, Sky stomped out of the door, but turned around and screamed at Ryder. "And if you do it, Ryder, I'll fucking quit! You can kiss my ass goodbye, cause I will leave! I fucking mean it!" She glared at the four of them and shouted, "Get the fuck out of my way!" They did as they were told as they let her stomp off. The four of them were left there, stunned, as they slowly turned to Ryder, who just shook his head and sighed. He walked over and looked at the four, knowing they wanted answers. "Sky needs some space." "What the heck was that about?" shouted Zuma in both disgust and awe. "Why did she yell at you like that, Ryder?" "Yeah, she was acting like a complete butt," shouted Rubble, frowning. "She's normally so nice. What happened?" Ryder sighed and rubbed his forehead. "I was going to tell you a week from now, but I guess I can't keep it any longer." He took a deep breath and said something that made all the pups freeze. "I'm thinking of getting a new fire pup." You're replacing Marshall?" asked Chase, muttering the words yet feeling his heart slowly break. In hindsight, he should have seen this coming. They needed a fire pup. They couldn't keep doing Marshall's job forever. Yet, if they got a new pup, it would really mean that Marshall was gone. Someone new would take his place, live in his home, and live with them. Suddenly, Sky's anger all seemed to make sense. "I'm not replacing Marshall," replied Ryder as he hugged his four whimpering pals. "Marshall will always be a part of our family, even if he isn't here. But we need to be at our full strength for the town and anybody who needs our help." Sky found out from the papers on various dogs I've looked into who might be able to fill the position, and, well, she wasn't happy. "I can't really blame her," replied Rubble, looking down. I don't want him to be replaced either." He closed his eyes and nodded. "But I understand we have to." Ryder gave a sad smile. "Look, we're still a team. I won't do this without you, but we need to do this. Maybe it might help us move on, and it would give you pups a new playmate." He stood up and rubbed the back of his head. "I'll go make some breakfast. I'll talk to Sky later when she's calmed down. Please, give her some space, guys." The pups just stood there as Ryder left, silent as they tried to process what they had just learned. "It's really happening, huh?" asked Zuma, getting their attention as tears dripped down his face, yet he still held a smile. "Marshall's gone. He's not coming back. We're going to live the rest of our lives without him." He wiped the tears, but they kept coming. "We're going to get a new pup. A new fire pup. He just walked away, sobbing as he did. Rubble and Rocky didn't say anything, but they followed him. Chase, however, went the other way towards where Sky was. She was crying again, but this time her face was red with anger as she stared at Chase, who walked over nervously. "What do you want?" Sky, look, Oh, will you just leave me alone, Chase?" shouted Sky, getting up in his face. He backed up a bit as she continued. "You think you can make this better? Well, you can't. Marshall is dead, gone forever, and Ryder's gonna replace him with some new pup who will never replace him in my eyes. I mean it, Chase. I will leave. I'll just go somewhere, and I don't care where. I wish he never died. I wish..." She growled and glared at him. "I wish the snake bit you instead of him. I wish you were dead instead." She turned away, heading into her pup house as Chase stood there in silence. After what seemed like a full 10 minutes, Chase made his way back to where he buried the paw. He dug it up and walked back to his pup house holding the thing. He knew this was wrong. It brought nothing but trouble. But maybe just one more try? Taking it in his paws, he muttered, "I wish Sky was happy again." And the third finger folded.